Happy Monday, Shining Stars. We're going to do this a little different. Yes, this camera is below me and I don't love that. But it's beside the point because I'm working to show something to you because I have been super excited about some different things. My kids have been very busy. We pay for football, we pay for theater camp and dance and voice lessons and piano, and so it gets quite expensive, which has been pretty frustrating this summer when I thought, oh, it's the summertime, we'll have a break from school expenses and whatnot, and it seems like our expenses have gotten larger. And so my thought was, okay, I can take care of this. My Mary Kay business can take care of this. And so I thought back to, as a new consultant, I was making money and paying for things. So what was the difference? Well, one, I was too dumb to doubt. I was too new. I didn't know what I didn't know. So when Kate said facial 30 people, that's what I did. And I was so passionate and excited about that income because it was more money than we had coming in. Even if it was $400, that was more than what we had coming in. So I was excited, and that made me want to share with more people. And I didn't understand why everybody should do Mary Kay because you can make more money and you can have girlfriends. And so anyway, what I did back during that time was I facialed people. I did parties. I averaged 2 parties a week. And so I sat down and started working on, okay, if I personally want to hold 2 to 3 parties a week, what do I need to change? And part of mine has been building up a list of people I know in the area to book. But then the other thing I thought about when I started my Mary Kay business, I didn't know people. And this is so going to incriminate me with my husband, so I didn't know people, and so I had to get out and really meet people, but I was constantly meeting and then booking and then meeting and booking. And the difference really at that time was that we desperately needed the income. There was no option. It was, do this and have income or don't and starve. And so some of it was just the excitement and the determination to get out and to meet more people and to make those phone calls and to hold those parties and get them done. And Mary Kay is not a hard business. It's not. It does take work. You have to work. But the work is so worth it because of the results. So it takes determination to move through the right number of numbers to make things happen. And so I know that 2 to 3 parties a week, one, that means you're going to have to book about 5 parties a week to hold 2 to 3. Because something will happen and they have to reschedule, so you can't just book one. But you can book 5 people to come to your house at the same time that don't know each other and count it as a party. They'll all become great friends before it's over, I promise. You can invite 2 to 3 people to come to your meeting and encourage them to bring 2 to 3 girlfriends, and we will do the work for you at the meeting. The biggest thing is your decision. How much do you want to change your circumstance? Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you get the same results. And really, if we complain about needing more income or we complain about this or that, what we're saying is we're not willing to work. Because in Mary Kay, you can have as much income as you want if you're willing to work. You have to move through the numbers. You have to see the 30 faces. You have to offer the opportunity. You have to have the parties booked. So let me ask you another question. If your boss said, Monica, if you work an extra 4 to 5 hours a week, I will pay you an extra $800 a week. Or it could be $400 a week, whatever. Would you do it? Insert your name, obviously, because I am my boss, so it's up to me if I'm going to work for extra parties. And I got to tell you, I am, because I want to build a national area, and I want to fund my kids' college, and I want to do different things like that, and I want to travel, and it's all up to me. But would you be willing to work for extra income? And those that call in on our morning call, you got to see all this, but continue to listen because I will go into more detail. But 2, I wrote it out. All right, so we're going to see if y'all can follow me here. And if I can do this backwards. 2 parties a week. We're going to say it's $400 in sales. The company's average is $200 to $300. I know some of you, when you hold parties, have $700 or $800 parties. So we picked $400 because this is the other thing. If you start out at $200 and you keep holding parties, your average should go up for $800. But bear in mind, you may have a $200 party, and your next party may be a $600 party. So we're going with the average of $400 for 2 parties a week. Okay, yeah, this is going to be hard to do. 2 parties a week, $800 in sales. Okay, so we've had 2 parties, $400, $800 in sales. These 2 parties will take you 4 to 6 hours a week to do. And when I say 4 to 6 hours, I mean phone calling, paperwork, doing the class, coming home, entering the paperwork. 4 to 6 hours a week. A party should take you an hour and a half, maybe 2. Typically, if they're taking you 2, you're showing them too much. Don't show them so much. Do skincare, which is the way Mary Kay taught it, and dash out the door color, and then rebook them for color. That's how you get that second appointment. So that's the other thing with our parties. We need to learn to rebook our hostess and to book from our parties. So we've got you earning $800 in sales a week. Okay, you do 2 parties a week, 4 weeks out of the month. You know, that is the month. So 800 times 4 weeks is $3,200 in sales from your party. $3,200. Are you willing to put in 4 to 6 hours a week for an extra $3,200 a month? And then $1,600 is your profit. So this is what's going in your pocket. $1,600. And then $1,600 in reorders to the company. That's your wholesale amount, so you can fill those orders and put product back on your shelf. 1,600 reorders. Okay. So, and I just kind of did this so you could see too. 1,600 times 5 months. So even if you just did the second half of July through the first half of December, 5 months. That's $8,000 in profit you could have before Christmas. That's not counting reorders. Remember, all I figured in is the $400 in party sales. I did not figure in reorders. And once you're having 2 parties a week, 3 weeks, 2 months, whatever, they're going to need to reorder. So that's going to add up. I mean, I just got a $100 reorder this morning just from a text. And last week, I got several $100s in reorders. So the more parties you do, the more that's going to go up. So let's go back down here. So you've got your $1,600 profit, your $1,600 reorders. So what do you earn from doing 2 parties a week? You earn profit from sales. You earn reorders. Like I said, the more parties you hold, the more customers you start to have reorders. You will be doing the Court of Sales, the company court challenge. Have you seen the beautiful brochure of prizes where you can pick? There's a couple different versions of rings. There's an iPad 3 or a big fancy barbecue grill. Obviously, I'm going for the jewelry. But you'll earn Court of Sales, so you'll get that prize and that recognition. And these are the real thing prizes. I mean, these are $1,000, several $1,000s worth of prizes. And you'll be a star for that quarter. So you will earn a star prize and recognition. So you'll get recognition from me. You'll get recognition from the company. I am certain you'll be getting the monthly prizes I give out, potentially prizes Kate, our national, is giving out. And you get to pick a star prize from the company. So let's keep going. If you at each party have 5 guests, your hostess plus 4 guests. And that's not too bad. Tell her to get a couple of cute girlfriends together. And you interview half the guests. So that's 2.5, 2.5 people per party. But you're having 2 parties a week, so that's 10 people. So you're going to interview 5 of them. Now, you can interview more of them. We're just taking averages that you typically interview half. And that is truly sharing the marketing of the company and then asking for their opinion and what it would take to get them started. Your excitement and you making money at that class will recruit people. That is the best way to recruit people, for them to see you making money and having fun. So, 1 in 5 recruits. These are the typical numbers. Now, the more times that you offer the opportunity, the more times you share the marketing plan, this goes down to 4, sometimes 3. And I know a lot of new consultants will get their first 3 or 4 recruits right away from interviews because it's people that they know and that trust them and they want to come along and help you with your business. So 1 team member a week. But let's just say, so you're also earning at this point, you're earning commissions. 4% commission, but once you have 5 active team members, you can be earning 9 or 13% commission off everything they order from the company. So you can do that your first month. My very first commission check was my second month in the company. I had 5 new team members, and we did $9,000 in production, so I earned $1,100 on my first check. But, hey, if you got an extra $200 dropped into your bank account as a surprise, wouldn't that be good? So, let's just say you gold medal. You end up getting 5. The company tracks gold medal, so that's going to be our goal. You gold medal. So, in July, when you add 5 team members, you could easily be on target for your first car. Because if you and those 5 team members are all active, and we already know you're having to order 1,600 reorder from your parties, not to mention if you get some reorders, so you could be up to 2,000. And then some of your 5 team members come in and order 600, 1,800. 600 earns you the bracelet and gets us in the Go for the Gold challenge. So we all want to be doing that anyway. Or they could come in as a star. You could be on target car. If you and those 5 team members do 5,000 in production in July, you'll be on target car. So let's say it's August and you do the same thing. The 2 parties, the interviews, you follow up, you add 5 more team members. So now you have 10 personal. So on September 1st, you could go into DIQ, Director in Qualification. This is where you earn 3 times more money. September, you do the same thing, 2 parties a week. Interview everybody. You add 5 more. Well, guess what? You now have 15 personal, and probably at this point it should be the case that you have earned your first new car. So basically on October 1st, you will be a new car earner in Mary Kay. And if you are not excited about having a car that you didn't have to pay for, tax, tag, and title, 85% of the insurance is covered, you love your car, then take the cash. It's $375 a month for 2 years. So that's your car program. But also, you're almost finished with DIQ. Because let's say in October you add 5 more. So now you have 20, and I'm sure at this point your team has added. So you have probably at this point finished DIQ, Director in Qualification. So you're earning commissions on everything that the unit orders, including yourself. Double commissions on everything your personal team orders. You are earning unit volume bonuses. You are earning unit bonuses. You are earning recruiting bonuses, star bonuses. This is how your income goes up. And this is all from focusing on the 2 parties a week, being bound and determined that you are going to facial 10 people each week. You're going to do 2 parties. I mean, you could facial 20 people in a week. You could decide that you're behind in July, so the last week of July you're going to have a 10-party week or an 8-party week and get all the results in one. It is up to you. But how you do this is, and I know this video is longer, is through getting your parties on the books. Book extra party to hold the 2. Our follow-up video is going to talk about getting leads, because some of you are going to say, I don't know who to book. Book your existing customers, book your friends, book your family. Call your existing customers and get them to give you referrals. If you've given them good service, they probably have friends they'll share with you. Where do you bank? Where do you go to pay for your insurance? Where do you go to the doctor, the dentist, your kids, school friends, parents? Where do you buy your shoes? So there are lots of ways and lots of places, and I know this video is long, and I love you all, and I really want you to be earning this, and just know I'm right here with you. My goal is 3 parties a week, and it has not happened in July like I had hoped, but July's not over. I'm still working, and I am booking out my August with my parties every week. So I just encourage you to take the time to figure out what amount of money your family needs in a month. And let's figure it out by the parties. Or take my challenge and do the 2 parties a week, and you will have huge prizes. In fact, anybody that does 2 parties a week in July, and if you're behind, just make sure you get 8 parties in July, then I will be picking up a fabulous handbag or two for you at seminar. So make it a great day.